So let's talk about the nor'easters coming. I'm going to put in my earbuds so you can hear me better. All right, this should work better. You should be able to hear me better. I push the camera a little bit farther away from me, and you can see more of the sunrise. But yeah, you can. All right, there's my alfalfa here, right? So anyway, I haven't looked at what the storm, what is coming, but somebody said to me an interesting fact. Well, an opinion, really. They said, man, Boardwalk is going to get torn up like it did in Sandy. Really? Well, not that can't happen, but if it does, the town won't be here. The reason I tell you that is I watched them build this boardwalk in 2012. It was built beyond the strength that it needed. Good old government money, right? So there's 40-foot pilings. They were hammered in. They even put like the, whatever you want to call it, the seismic whatever register was put on my lawn to tell me, in case I sued the builder and said there was structural damage to my house from all the jackhammering. It's not jackhammering. I mean, it was just like boom, like you were building a damn bridge. That's how loud it was. What a gorgeous sunrise, right? So that was going on. The glasses, right inside here, I have a bar room on the second floor. The glassware was shaking. The house was shaking from the amount of pilings they put in. The two, the stringers are strapped to those pilings. I watched when the boardwalk was rebuilt, actually in like 2010 or 2011, when the town was rebuilding it, they didn't even use hurricane straps to tie the boardwalk down to the pilings. By the way, those pilings were I'd say 15 feet, maybe. I have pictures of them. What's wild is, think about it, they were over 100 years old, those pilings, right, to the original boardwalk. They still smelled of tar when they pulled them out 100 years later. Very few people were allowed on the beachfront. Well, nobody was, unless you were the contractor or the police or knew somebody. So, I mean, being my house is here, I was allowed, of course, to live here. So that was all interesting stuff. So the old boardwalk wasn't hurricane tied when they redid it in Trex. They took out the old wood and they put down the Trex. They just basically laid it on top. I mean, it looked good. I mean, look, it was good for work for, regular people, but it wasn't professionally done. This boardwalk was professionally done. It was all union guys. It's all Trex. It's hurricane strapped down. It's screwed down. I mean, it's now what? 2021. So we're talking basically 13 years. The boardwalk almost looks still like brand new. I mean, they've really improved that Trex board from way back then. I'll put together some photos for this weekend and show a lot of you people who didn't live around here or didn't even know about the good old Belmar, New Jersey, what that construction looked like. It was massive. And I remember like when we were finally truly allowed to go on the beach, like where you weren't getting harassed. Felt like you were let out of jail. You couldn't, as a resident of living right here, 1 block from 7-Eleven, a Belmar cop stopped me and told me I had to go walk in at 9th Avenue, come back, go to A Street, come back up 8th Avenue to go to 7-Eleven. I said to the guy, "Are you kidding me? I am 200 yards from 7-Eleven. He goes, "Well, you're not allowed to walk on Ocean Ave." I said, "I live on Ocean Ave." "Well, you got to go down that street and then go around and come back up the other side." I just looked at him and I said, "You got to be kidding me." I have no idea who he was, nor did I really care. I just knew that, like, for people who live in the town and pay your bills and pay all your employee benefits and everything else you guys get, which is far more and above than what I get. Nobody's paying my damn health care. Anyway, so the boardwalk will be here. If somehow this big storm was to take out this boardwalk, it would also take out the town. That's truly how strong that boardwalk is. Yeah. The building, I would almost say the same way, the building that's across the street. I can try to show it to you. That building there. That was built like, 5 years later, because there's all kinds of talk like where they're going to be built, where they're not going to be built. So that's it. Keep this video not too long, but so follow along this weekend. I'll have some GoPros going and some live footage. Hopefully this storm is just our typical storm. Like when the meteorologists are saying 40, 50 mile an hour winds, I'm like, okay, cool, that's nothing. We get 40, 50 mile an hour winds here all the time. But to them, that's impressive. So maybe, I don't know, hopefully we're not talking like on the beachfront that it's 40, 50, 5 blocks in, and we could be looking at 70. I don't want to be looking at 70 miles an hour. By the way, I've lived here long enough to know the difference between 60 and 80 is huge. The difference between 80, and the most I was ever here for was the nor'easter in 91 or 92. Somebody could tell me in the comments when it was. That was 110 miles an hour. How do I know? Because I've got the Davis Instruments wind thing on my roof. It's probably my third one in 30 years. These things are basically indestructible. So shout out to Davis Instruments. They make a great product. And when you live on the ocean, it's good to know how big those winds are in real time and exactly what the winds are here. And, you know, that 91 or whatever it was, I think it was 91 or 92. I think it was 91. That nor'easter was unbelievable, because then we did hit the eye of it, and they said, well, now you're going to catch the backside, and it's going to be just as bad. Thank God it wasn't. But for that like hour and a half, you could walk outside and it was clear sky. So anyway, so there you go. There's a beautiful sunrise here from Belmar, New Jersey. I've got some work to do today and tomorrow. Get down these umbrellas, get the table secured, get the chairs put away. Anything that I want to see blown away in the neighborhood, I better have secured. So that's it. This is Bill from Jersey Shore Whale Watch with my crazy hair this morning. Drinking my coffee. Figured I'd come out and say hello. Come on out on the boat, Jersey girl. We do whale watching. We're going out today. As I'm filming this, it's, I don't know, what day is it? It's October 9th? I don't know. It's a Friday. Whatever the heck. I think it's the 9th. Anyway, so we might get a trip in tomorrow if we get lucky with the weather. Of course, there's nothing going on Sunday. By Sunday night, they're talking it's going to be 17-foot seas. That's pretty damn impressive. That was a report yesterday afternoon. I don't know what the report is now. All right, talk to you all soon. Follow the page, hit the subscribe button.